Downsizing. It's a question many of us are or will be facing as the nest empties or we plan for retirement. It is not a decision that should be taken lightly either. You want to make the right move for the right reasons. That's why we have asked Bonnie Berry, a realtor in Cheyenne, to share her experience and thoughts about home ownership as we age.
You know, I've been selling real estate about 12, 13 years, and it's just more frequent that I've been dealing with seniors. Seniors have a very specific goal usually in mind when they come to me for real estate needs. The real estate transaction itself is not something new to them. They've probably done it once or twice or maybe even more before in their lifetime. But when they come to me as a senior, they have very specific goals in mind. But we do have some people that do live out in rural properties. They've enjoyed their ranch or their ranchette. They've enjoyed a few acres. And now it's time that they're not out there alone anymore, especially if a spouse has passed away recently. Maybe they've stayed out there for a year or two, but now it's time to bring them into town. So that's another important step, is to just get them comfortable with that transition and try to reassure them. You know, there are several different aspects of real estate that seniors are looking for. I'd say the first one is a senior that's an empty nester now. Their children are grown and gone, and so they're actually looking for something to, they say, downsize. That's not always the case. They don't always downsize, but they just change the type of home that they live in. Maybe they don't need as many bedrooms, but they do need some gathering space, because those kids that have gone away are probably going to get married, bring home spouses, bring home grandkids, and they're going to need more gathering space rather than just a lot of bedrooms that everybody, you know, hides out in as they are teenagers and go through school and everything.
Bonnie says part of the planning and preparation in considering downsizing is to have some key discussions with your realtor. That way, they know what your needs are and what you want to accomplish.
To say, let's go find what you want before we sell what you have. Because if they sell what they have first, and with our market in Cheyenne, we're very fortunate that it's a very thriving market. And so sometimes things don't stay on the market very long. And so again, we don't want to make them homeless. So I say, let's go take a look and shop for what you can get here in Cheyenne and what's available in Cheyenne, just to make sure that that's the step that you want to take. No, the realtor should actually be the one to bring up some questions about financially where they're at. You know, are they going to have to sell their home to buy the next home? If they're buying a home in Arizona and keeping one in Cheyenne, what does that look like financially as far as mortgage, as far as cash on hand? You need to have those conversations with them. We try not to get too personal, but it is our job to really know what we're looking for these people and what they're capable of purchasing. That's part of what we do. Also, we need to find out and assess if they're going to live on their own and continue to live on their own. We like to see if the place needs to be wide open, you know, how's their physical capabilities as far as wheelchairs, walkers, things like that. So no, we need to know about their health. We need to know about their financial situation too.
Bonnie emphasizes that at the end of the day, though, the decision is yours. She says it's important to take your time and understand not just what decision you are making, but why it is in your best interest.
My advice to the seniors, and especially if you have family members that are involved as well, is to sleep on it. I don't think anything should be impulsive. I realize that everybody hopefully has the same goal in mind, to get the senior safe, to get the senior in a place that is comfortable and probably closer to family. But I think that everybody needs to sleep on it, make sure it's the right move, make sure it's the right thing. I also offer them to go look at some of the assisted living houses, or assisted living facilities in Cheyenne, and to go look at those and see if maybe the senior would rather have a place where he has a community, he or she has a community meal, has some community and some fellowship right there in that facility. So I also suggest, if they're kind of on the cusp and kind of wavering, do we go into an apartment or assisted living? And we have several facilities in Cheyenne that can accommodate those kinds of needs. Or should I stay in a house by myself and find a condo or a townhome or something? I really like them to kind of explore all avenues. And so I don't like it to be impulsive. I like it to be very well thought out and everybody to sleep on it and then come back together. And then it's just a matter of filling in the blanks on a contract form and submitting that.